Welcome to Cavaletto Studios. I'm Chris. This class can be done anytime, whether you need to jump start your morning or to wind down from a stressful day. This is your go-to. There's no time like the present. Let's get started. Good morning. We're going to start nice and tall in an easy seat, crossing those legs, whichever leg in front feels comfortable. Feel free to sit on a block or blanket. We're going to let our palms rest on our hands and roll those shoulders back and down. Pull that chin into alignment. We're just going to close our eyes for a moment. I want you to start to focus in on your breath. Breathing in nice and long, gentle, deep breaths in and out through the nose. And as you breathe in and out, feel the change and the shift in your shoulders. Feel the rise and fall of your chest with each breath, connecting your body into the earth and the crown of your head to the sky. And feel the balance between the two as you feel the body calming. And then as you breathe deeper with fresh oxygen coming in, we also energize the body, preparing for our practice. Just think of this as an everyday practice. We're going to move our body, and our goal is just to increase our flexibility and feel better. I'm going to stretch out the muscle and the fascia tissue. And then on your next breath, again, feel the expansion of the chest. And on your next exhale, feel the shoulders relaxing a little bit more. And then slowly let your chin draw to the chest. Feel the stretch through the back of the neck. Gently let your right ear roll to the right shoulder, stopping at the shoulder, lift the chin. And then slowly draw your chin to chest and left ear to left shoulder. Chin comes up. And then chin to chest, slowly rotate right ear to right shoulder, feeling the stretch through the left side of the neck. And then opposite side, left ear to left shoulder, chin comes up. Good. And then bring that chin back to the chest. Now, if you'd like, you can do a full head roll, right ear to right shoulder again. You can stay across the front or let it go all the way to the back. Till the left ear comes to the left shoulder, chin to chest, and then reverse direction. Or stay in front again. Listen to your body, meeting back at chin to chest, and then bringing your head to neutral. Draw the chin in alignment, and then draw the right ear to the right shoulder. Walk the right hand out. Place the palm on the floor flat, and then reach the left arm over your head to the right. And then bring the left fingertips, tap the floor back down on the left side, reach the left arm back up overhead to the right. And then again, tap the fingertips and then reach it over, bending the right elbow a little deeper each time. Tap the fingers, maybe walking the right hand out a little further, lowering the right elbow to the floor. 2 more of these. We're tapping and we're just sinking into it, waking up the body. Last one. And then you're going to reach the left arm over, let the right elbow or palm reach towards that right side, melting to the floor. Take a deep breath in. And then exhale it out, melting a little deeper. And then slowly come up, all the way nice and tall. You can have your eyes closed or you can blink them open. Maybe they already were, chin in. Good, draw your left ear to left shoulder. Walk the left arm out. Feel the stretch. Now we're stretching the right side of the neck. Reach that right arm over your head to the left, and then tap it down, and then reach it over. So we're not only stretching out the neck, but we're starting to get into the right side of the body, the obliques. Tap that arm, and then reach it over. Never forcing anything. Maybe walking that left arm out further, maybe lowering the elbow to the floor. You play around with what feels good to you as we release and tap. Good, give me 2 more. Maybe you feel it all the way into that right hip, and then hold that left arm over. And let's just breathe here. Notice if the knee comes up. Try to relax through those hips. Good. And after your next full round of breathing, we'll slowly release all the way back up. Excellent. Couple shoulder rolls, up, back, and down. Now I want you to walk your fingertips forward, as far forward as you feel comfortable. And once you get forward, let your palms go flat on the floor and start to shift your body gently side to side. And as you're doing so, I want you to tune into the low back. And notice as you pull to side, maybe one side feels a little tighter in that, right in that low back area. Maybe they're both even and tight. Maybe they're both loose. Add some shoulder rolls. So you're lifting the right shoulder as you lean to the left, lowering that left. So you get a little tiny bit of a twist as you tilt your body side to side. Just nice, gentle moves, waking things up. And then coming back to center, walking those hands up, lifting tall. Let's add a twist. So we're going to bring the arms out to the side. Inhale, reach the fingertips to the sky, tap the fingers, twist to your right, reach your left hand to the knee. Good. Bring your right fingertips behind your right ear and lift and rotate, pushing your right elbow to the back. Now start to lean away from that right knee. Lean backwards towards your left side. As long as you're not pinching anything, no pinching in that low back. You're going to maybe feel a stretch through that right hip, right torso. Another breath in, and then slowly release. Come all the way back, reach the arms up. Let's twist to the left. So grab hold of that leg first. Bring the left fingertips, lift through the spine, twist to your left towards the back, and then start to lean backwards, pushing that left elbow to the back, leaning away from that left arm. Away from your right arm, from that left knee, and just breathe and notice where you're feeling it differently on this side. One more breath, and then we're going to come all the way back up, reach both arms up, and then exhale both arms out to the side, relax those shoulders, draw the chin into alignment. Good. Now look over your right shoulder, fingertips are just gently resting on the floor. And then very slowly rotate your head to the other side. And then back to center. Slide your shoulders up to the ears and then all the way back down. Excellent. So go ahead and switch sides. We're going to rotate to tabletop. So hands and knees on the floor. Hands under the shoulders. Open the chest up. Let the tops of your feet rest. Let's do some cat-cows. Draw the chin to the chest. Round through the back. And then inhale, lift and open, arch the back. And then exhale, round. And inhale, lift and open. And then exhale, round. And then each time getting a little deeper into that stretch. Inhale, lift, pushing those shoulders away from the ears. And then exhale, round, maybe pushing into the tops of the feet. And then inhale, lift. And then exhale, round. Good. Let's find our flat, neutral spine. Walk your hands forward and then hinge your hips backwards, keeping the knees together. So you're really stretching through the armpits. Draw the shoulder, the head to between the arms. And then slowly shift yourself up to a modified plank. Open up the chest, find that stretch there, and then hinge back again. One more time, stretching the armpits. This time when you come forward, I want you to lean up and forward to the left. Shift your body over the right hand and then come back in a big circle. So it's almost more like an oval, but you're shifting forward to the left and then over to the right, and then again back into the hips. So drawing some circles, stretching out through the back. One more circle, and when you come back to the hips, I want you to change directions. Come up to the right and shift to the left, and then come back on the left over to the right. Keep on going, circling around. We got 2 more circles here. You want it to feel good. Make adjustments if you need to. Last one, and then slide those hips straight back. Go to the fingertips, bring your palms off the floor, tuck those toes underneath. And then walk those fingertips backwards towards your knees so you can slide your hips further back into the heels. And really stretch out those ankles, maybe a little shift side to side. There's so many little parts of our body we need to get woken up. Bring your hands in now close to your knees. Spread out the fingers. Good. Now keeping them straight, I want you to go up onto the fingertips and then just press the fingertips only up and down. Maybe 5 times. Just warm them up. And then after 5 times, I want you to go all the way into the palms and then shift slightly forward and then back, lift and lower. Palms come up and then back down and shift forward. So I just want you to warm up those wrists a little bit, not forcing anything. And again, maybe 5 times. And then when you're done with your 5, I want you to stay forward and then just rock side to side. Maybe lifting the thumb and then the pinky, rocking side to side on those hands. And then we're going to turn the fingertips in to face each other. Come back up like you're on all fours. And then draw your body gently side to side. And yes, my palms are coming up as I shift. Side to side. Good. Not too many, just a few, just to warm up. And then flip your palms so they're upward and your fingertips are facing your knees. And then rotate your elbows. So you're stretching through the forearm. Now if you have to go to work or work at a desk or just play on the computer, this is really good for stretching things out. Wiggle those fingers. Good. And then bring the fingertips back. Open them up, palms down, facing away from the body, and then rotate the elbows again. And then walk the hands forward. Find your tabletop again, even. I want you to pull the belly in as tight as you can, but not rounding the back. So really level it out. Pull the shoulders away from the ears so your crown is pushing to the front. Extend your right arm straight out. So one of the great exercises you can do, or postures, is to extend the right arm, left leg, extended tabletop, or bird dog. Point your left foot. And now we're just holding. So it's a great warm up for the core. Level out your left hip, dropping it down. And then pull your elbow and knee together underneath, and then extend it out, and extend, and then repeat by bringing it under and extend. We're doing this 5 times. 5 seems to be the magic number today. And then under, and extend one more time, under, extend and hold. Take a deep breath in and out. And then bring the hand and knee to the floor. Let's try the other side. Left arm out, right leg out, extend and hold. Again, engaging those core muscles, leveling out that right hip. Don't let it roll up. Pretend like you have a glass of water on your low back and you have to hold it. Elbow to knee under and extend. Elbow to knee under and extend. If this is challenging, this is a great one to continue practicing. 2 more, in. And the goal is, as you're pulling the knee and the arm in, not to move anything else in the body. 1 more. Extend and hold. And then bring your hands and knee back to the floor. And then I want you to tuck your toes. Let's find our downward facing dog. First one of the day. And then walk out your feet. Shift those hips. Press into those toes. Really bend and straighten and move those hips as you walk your dog. You want this to feel really good. Take your feet nice and wide and walk your dog. Really shift side to side. Walk your feet narrow and move those hips. Shift them. Good. And then bring your feet about hip distance apart. I want you to bend your knees slightly and draw your belly toward your thighs. But keep those knees bent. Bend them, bend them. So you're really feeling that stretch through the shoulder blades. Let your head come between your arms. Press into those fingertips. Now our goal today is really to melt deeper into our postures. See where we can go. Go up into the toes and then back into those heels. 1 more time, up into the toes, back into the heels. Shift your whole hip to the right and rotate on the outside edge of your right foot inside of the left. Feel that stretch through the left armpit. And then slowly come back up. Shift your body to the other side. So your left hip is rotated to your left and you're on the outside edge of your left foot inside of your right. Feeling that stretch, and then come all the way back. Good. Now I want you to walk both feet forward to a forward fold. Just walk them forward, and then just hang out here. Hold the elbows, swing side to side. So the goal here is to get some basic postures in and just melt into them today. Bring your hands to your shins, lengthen through the back, and just hold here. Pull the shoulders away from the ears. And shift your body weight just slightly into the heels so you can really feel that stretch through those hamstrings. No pressure on that low back. Make sure your head can move. And then slowly exhale on your next. When you bend down and forward fold on the exhale, I will get my words out today. Inhale, rise all the way up to the sky. Exhale, palms to heart space together. Excellent job. So now we're starting to get a little warmed up. Inhale, reach the arms. Exhale, palms swing all the way back down next to the body, open to mountain. Relax the shoulders. Take a look at your feet and make sure they're about a fist distance apart and the toes are facing forward. Good. Take your right foot back, find your warrior one. Pressing into that right foot, bending into that left knee, and the arms overhead, shoulders relaxed. Good. Maybe wiggle those left feet forward. I want you to bend and straighten slightly into that front left knee. And notice what's going on in that right hip flexor. Your shoulders are down. Now I'm going to give you a couple options here. You can also bring your palms together. You can interlace the fingers, draw the biceps into the ears, and open up that chest. Now again, we're still getting warmed up, so don't force it. We're just enjoying this posture. Maybe this bothers your shoulders and you keep your arms apart. That's totally acceptable. And just continue breathing. Feel the body starting to melt into this posture. One more breath. Excellent. Bring both hands all the way down to the floor. Good. Step forward to your forward fold. Check out your toes and just that they're forward. Hang out here. Feel the lengthening in the back of the legs. Let's take our flat back again. Hands below the knees. Lengthen through the arms and the spine. Shift the weight into the heels and lift those toes. Pull the shoulders away from your ears. On your next exhale, forward fold. Soften or bend the knees. Let's rise all the way up. Fingertips to palms and palms to heart space. And then inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale them back to mountain. Open up. Relax your shoulders, feeling the difference. Maybe feeling some energy now running through the body. Take your left foot back. Find your warrior one. Drawing those arms up and back and down. Shoulder blades melt away from the ears. Now let's bend and straighten into that front knee. And notice the difference on this side. Now, are you feeling it more in the hip flexor or the calf compared to the right side? And again, with your arms, they can be apart as long as the shoulders are down. So your shoulders are down. You can also bring your fingertips or palms together above your head, pressing your biceps into the ears. And then melt into it. Feel the back outer edge of your left foot pressing into the mat. Maybe you wiggle your right feet forward as you melt a little deeper into it. Continue breathing. That's the most important part. Maybe you go into your ujjayi breathing. That's the ocean sounding breath. You breathe in through your nose as you contract your throat and exhale through your nose. You can hear the ocean in your breath. Good, one more breath. And then we're going to release the fingertips and palms to the floor. Step forward to forward fold. And just hang out here. Feel the lengthening again. Let's try our half lift. Lengthen through the spine, palms below the knees. Shift the weight back, lift those toes. See if you can draw that belly a little lower towards the thighs, but keeping that back flat, really stretching out through those hamstrings. And then exhale, fold, soften or bend the knees. Inhale, rise. Excellent. Exhale, palms to heart space. Good. Take your right foot back and find your crescent lunge. So we're going to add a little balance right away. Draw those arms up and open. Think about drawing your thumbs towards the back wall and starting to curve through your upper body. Again, not overly stretching it yet. We're still melting a little deeper, but now we can get deeper into that hip flexor. Another breath. Good. Bring your palms to heart space and let's do a nice gentle twist to your left. And just feel that nice stretch. And then slowly twist back to center. Palms on the floor. Step forward, forward, fold. Hanging out here. Take a half lift, inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise all the way up. Exhale, palms at heart space. Left foot back, find your crescent lunge. Opposite side, open things up. Now, again, noticing the difference. Are you feeling it more up in the hip, down in the quad, by the knee? It depends, because one area of that tissue might be tighter. Thumbs drawing to the back. If you feel shakiness, just embrace it. Focus on that Ujjayi breath. As you hold different yoga postures, things happen. They wake up the body. We increase our energy and we improve our flexibility. We stretch. One more breath. And then slowly bring those hands to the floor. Both feet forward, forward fold. Just hang out here. See if you can draw your nose closer to your knees. Now wrap both hands behind those knees, maybe grab the elbows or just grab your fingers, whatever works, and then push your back of your knees into your hands and your nose to your knee. One more breath. And then release the hands to the floor, bend the knees, step back to plank. Really engage those core muscles. Pull those shoulders away from the ears, nice and strong, and then shift forward and back on the toes. Forward and back. Good. Now you have a choice. You can stay here or you can lower your knees to a modified plank, but we're going to chaturanga. So you're going to pull your elbows in. I want you to slowly, slowly, slowly lower to the floor. Find your strength. When you get there, drop to your belly. Untuck the toes. Gentle baby cobra, just lift slightly up. Good. And then exhale back down. Option to here, add a full upward facing dog or stay in your cobra. And then add a downward facing dog. Shift yourself back, walk out your feet, pedal, pedal. Shifting through the hips, checking in with that low back. Good, now let's push those heels towards the floor, soften the knees, draw the belly to the thighs. Pressing into those fingertips for your downward facing dog. Head between your arms, look back at your knees. Good. Now, I want you to take your feet a little bit further apart. I want you to melt your right foot into the floor. The right leg is straight, the right heel is into the floor. Bend your left knee. Good. Now walk your right hand further out in front and do a little bit of a twist to your right. Option is to reach your right hand even further off the mat and forward, or you can keep it on the mat. But really, really stretching that right side of the body all the way through the ankle and that foot, and then bring the hand back to the floor and then shift. Bend your right knee, keep your left leg straight, twist slightly to your left, drop your hips to the right, and then walk your left hand forward. Really stretch out the side of the body. Getting a little deeper into it. Good, and then place both hands back on the floor. Find your downward facing dog, press into it. Relax your shoulders, pull them away from the ears. Go up onto the toes, back into the heels. Good, walk your feet forward to a forward fold. And just breathe here. Find your half lift, hands below the knees, lengthen through the spine, flat back. Exhale, fold. Soften the knees, inhale, rise all the way up. Good. Exhale, forward fold. One more time. See if you can hold on to your big toes and straighten the arms, flatten out that back again. Just really feel that nice stretch with the back of the legs. Do a little tiny shift side to side, noticing the difference, like your head and your upper body's pulling up to the sky, but your fingers are holding the toes. And then release. Good. Take a deep breath in, reach the arms all the way up. Exhale, palms to heart space. Beautiful. Good. Take your left foot back. Find your warrior one. Draw it all the way back. Open up. Open up that chest. Bring the palms together. See if there is a difference now. Maybe you can bring your right foot forward and you can bend into it a little more. So the back outer edge of that left foot is pressed into the mat and that right knee is drawing forward. Just play around with your hips. Rotate gently side to side. See if you can get deeper into that warrior one, just like we did before. Good. Bring the palms to heart space. Relax those shoulders. Let's open up to warrior two. So the feet step further apart. Your back left foot can be a little bit at an angle or an L. Your feet are like an L. Reach both arms forward. Relax those shoulders. Look over those right fingertips. Now I want you to straighten and bend both legs. I want to see how deeply you can get into your warrior two without your knee going past your right ankle. Good. Couple more, bend and straighten. And I want you to bend that front knee and melt into it. Relax those shoulders. And just pause here. Look over those fingertips and breathe. Relax your shoulders. Feel the strength and power of your legs. You've got this. Excellent. Now, I want you to flip your right palm up and bring your left hand to your left hip. Start to reach all the way up to the sky with the right hand. Maybe reaching behind you. Reverse your warrior gently. We're gently reversing it. Draw your right shoulder down. Feel the inner thigh stretch on that left leg. And just breathe. Now, if you'd like more, you can extend your left arm to the shin of your left leg, or you can bring it behind your back and grab hold of your right thigh. And again, these are optional. You explore what feels good to you. Wherever you are, lower those shoulders, lengthen through the spine and the neck, reach those right fingertips way overhead. You might start to sweat as you hold the postures. Again, building heat in the body. Breathing. Now bring that right arm all the way forward onto the thigh. Feels good, doesn't it, to rest it? Pull the left shoulder back, hand goes back to the hip. Bend a little deeper into your warrior two, or your side angle. So we're still, the lower half is in the warrior 2 feet, but the upper body's side angle. So this left arm, I want you to reach it to the back. And I want you to swing it down below you on the floor and then lift up over your head. So it's reaching over to the front on top of your left ear. Now take your other hand, the right hand, keep it either on the thigh or slide it on the inside of your knee, pressing the knee open. So again, melting deeper into this posture. Sometimes it's challenging to hold the posture. Excellent. One more breath. And then bring both hands to the floor. Step back to plank. Feel the energy in that right leg. Good, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. And then exhale to child's pose. And pause and breathe. Excellent. Coming out of your child's pose, tuck your toes, lift back to your downward facing dog. And then walk your feet forward to forward fold. Inhale, take a half lift, lengthen. Press those weight into the heels, crown of the head forward, feel the back of those legs, and then exhale, fold. Inhale, rise all the way up. Nice. Exhale, palms to heart space. Very nice. And just breathe. Now you're going to take that right foot back, warrior one. Draw the arms up. Open it up. Fingertips together, or the palms, or inner, like first finger and thumb. Opening it up. And again, play around here. Maybe bend and straighten. Notice the difference. Maybe you shift your hips forward and back. What's going on in that right ankle? Are you feeling the calf or that hip? The outer right edge of your foot is on the floor. And you're breathing. Nice and warm, hopefully. Good. And then we're going to bring those palms together to heart space. And we're going to pivot onto the back outer edge of the foot and open to warrior two. And lengthen. And then this is where you adjust your feet. Bend and straighten. Line up the heels. Level out those arms. Bend and straighten. And then see if you can melt deeper into that warrior two. Pull those shoulder blades down the back. Open up that hip. Try not to let your left knee drop to the right. Open it up to the left. Good. Now you're going to take your right hand. You're going to place it on your right hip. Flip your left palm up. Slowly reverse, gently reverse your warrior. Good. So you're reaching back, feeling that inner thigh stretch. So as you reach backwards to your right, to the back side, you're going to feel your hips shifting forward towards that left knee. Now you can extend the hand back down, reaching for the calf, or you can bring it around your back and grab hold of your thigh. And then pull that right shoulder down and really reach those left arms. That left arm is reaching overhead, backwards to the right. Maybe looking at your toe or up out to the wall. Embrace the shakiness, focus on your breath, and then slowly we're releasing. We're going to bring the left forearm to the thigh, right hand to the hip, and open up that chest. So make sure your right shoulder is not collapsing down. Open it up. Very good. Now you're going to take your right hand, I'm backwards here, reach it down and then bring it all the way forward up over your ear. And now slide that right shoulder back and down so your arm is over your right ear. And your hands are reaching forward to the left knee. Now take your left hand and place it on the inside of the knee. Open it up. Really open it up. Feel the side, right side of the body opening up. Maybe your left hip side as well. Shoulders are relaxed. Focus on your breath. And this isn't about it is about how deep you can go, but not forcing it. I want you to hold this and just feel the strength and the flexibility starting to come as you melt into that posture deeper. And then bring the hands to the floor, all the way down, step back to plank. Feel that rush through the leg. Slide into your toes, chaturanga slowly. Good, inhale, up dog. And then exhale, take a child's pose. Separate your knees, feet together. Melt into it. And then just gently rock your hips side to side, stretching out that low back. We're doing lots of lengthening and stretching today. Good. And then we're going to come all the way up to your downward facing dog. Tuck those toes, shift your hips, maybe walk your dog. Moving those hips side to side. Really really, really bend and straighten all the way through the toes. And then melt into your downward facing dog. Draw your belly towards your thighs, your head between your arms. Press into the fingertips as well. Pull those shoulders away from the ears. So hopefully this feels better than the first time you did it. I want you to straighten that right leg again and push the heel to the floor, bend the left knee. Now rotate your hips towards the left. Good. Walk your right hand further out. Little extra stretch here, just like before, but now maybe a little easier. And then shift back to center. Shift legs. Left heel goes to the floor. Straighten the left leg, bend the left knee. Right knee, bend the right knee. Straighten the left, excuse me. Reach that left arm way out and drop your hips. Slightly rotate and drop to the right. Lengthen, lengthen, and then back to center. Your regular downward facing dog. Good. Walk your feet forward to a forward fold. Inhale, take a half lift, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Good. Inhale, rise all the way up. And then exhale, palms to heart space. Beautiful. Take your left foot back, find your crescent lunge. Draw the arms up, thumbs towards the back. Find your balance. Good. Palms come to heart space. Now twist slightly to your right. Oh, and you thought I forgot that. We haven't done this right-sided twist yet. Good. And then come back to center. Nice. Now I want you to straighten both legs, both arms, reach up. Good. Pivot so you're facing a nice wide angle with your feet. Toes slightly out. Find your goddess. Bend those knees. Open up the arms. Anybody breathing heavy or sweating a little? Feel you're nice and warm. Pull the elbows and the palms back. We're getting nice and strong and lengthened and stretched out. Inhale the arms up. Exhale both hands behind the back. Interlace those fingers, palms together. And open. Good. Turn those toes forward. And then exhale, forward fold. Bringing the arms overhead. Just trying to keep it super basic. But just as basic stretches. Let the crown of the head go to the floor. Feel the lengthening through the legs. And then let your hands go to the floor. Unlace them. Good. Fingertips to the floor. Straighten out that flat back again. And now walk both hands to your right foot. Draw your nose to the right knee. Good. I want you to slightly bend your left knee. Melt a little deeper to your right knee. A little extra lengthening. So you might even feel it through the outside edge if that toe is turned forward. Through your peroneus longus, which is a muscle on the edge of that leg, the lower leg there. This is very helpful also for addressing like plantar fasciitis issues. This does help as well. Good. I want you to straighten both legs. Release that right foot. Walk your hands to the left. And just first melt into it. Make adjustments. Check in with the hips. What's going on with the hips? Have they rotated? Good. And then slightly bend your right knee. Anybody have one leg tighter than the other? Was your other leg tighter or is this one? Let your head hang heavy. Bring that nose to your knee. Notice what's going on the outside edge of that ankle and that lower leg. Maybe it's your hamstring. Good. Straighten both legs. Walk both hands to the middle. And just let your body hang heavy for a moment. Bend both knees. Walk your hands to your thighs and then round your back and roll yourself all the way up. Bring the hands to overhead and exhale, palms to heart space. Excellent. Pivot the left foot back to your front of your mat and then lower down. Take a plank, nice strong plank posture. Pull the shoulders away from the ears. Good. Chaturanga. And then untuck the toes. Let's find our upward facing dog. Now you can be on the thighs. I want you to pull the shoulders away from the ears. We're going to hang out here for a moment. Maybe you push into the tops of the feet. If you feel any pinching in the low back, then take it down, lower, or just do a baby cobra. And just breathe here. Open things up. Excellent. Make sure your head can move. There's no stress in the neck. And then lower the knees. Tuck those toes. Let's find our downward facing dog. Shifting all the way back. Good. Melting into those feet. Relaxing those shoulders. Feels so good. Back up into the toes, back into the heels. Good. Walk your feet forward again. This time I want you to draw your toes all the way together. Bend your knees and then lift to chair, Utkatasana, and slide those shoulders into place. Find that chair pose. Good. I'm going to turn towards you so you can see. We're shifting into it. Good. And then bring those palms to heart space. Good. Just sliding in. And let's find our balance. So we're going to rock forward onto the toes. Excellent. And then bring the hands, palms up behind you. And then let's look down on the floor, out in front of you. Finding that balance, engaging the core, back into the heels. Good. Draw yourself all the way up, reaching the arms forward and up. Inhale, inhale. Exhale, forward fold, swan dive. See if you can get a little deeper into that forward fold. Try to relax your belly a little. Feel the stretch, wiggle the toes. Good. Slowly roll yourself all the way up. Nice and slow. Toes are still together. Take your left foot back like you're going to a warrior 2. Open things up. But we're going to adjust our legs. So I want you to straighten both of them. Both legs straight. And your feet are more like an L. Good. Hands on the hips. I want you to do a little hip shift. So we got another wonderful tall standing stretch. Working our way to triangle. Shift your left hip back to the left. And start to lean into it. Again, we're melting into our postures. Lower your shoulders away from your ears. Feel the crown of your head starting to reach to the front. Excellent. Now bring your right hand on the inside of your knee or your calf. Open up the chest. Reach that left arm overhead. So we went into it a little slower and a little different. And just breathe, breathe, breathe. Good. Lengthen through the neck. Bring your left arm back to the hip. Bring your right hand to the thigh. Now I want you to pull yourself all the way up. Good. Bring both arms out to the side. Extend. Bend into your front knee. That right knee, bend into it. See if you can walk it a little further forward. Good. Straighten that leg again. Now, right thumb is up. I want you to hinge your hips to the left and start to reach your right arm way forward over the right. Now drop it down inside and open up the top left arm. Maybe you got a little deeper into it. Now remember, if your top arm is starting to collapse just to get to the floor, we want to stay up and open. So feeling that stretch to the left side of the body, opening up. Just feel where you are, maybe a little challenged in your flexibility. This is very much my tight side today. I'm not even close to the floor. And I'm not going to force it. I mean, I could go here, but I'm really feeling it. So again, each day is a little different. Today is my challenge side. Now I want you to slowly bring your left hand to the hip. Roll yourself all the way up. Just switch your feet. Turn your left foot to the back. Good. Now we're tall. Now we're just going to stay here. Shift only the hips and start to tilt to your backside. Left towards that left leg. Relax your shoulders. Open up. Take that left hand on the inside and roll open that top right arm and reach overhead. And notice what the hips are doing. Are you kind of leaning hips back? Open them up. Push to the front. And just breathe here. And then we're going to take that right hand to the hip. Left hand to the thigh, help yourself up. Be mindful of your back. So again, notice what's going on in the hips. Let's bend that left knee. Bend that left knee. Reach the arms out, thumbs up, shoulders relaxed. Good, straighten out your left knee. Shoulders, again, down, push your hip, right hip to the back, lean forward. Reach as far forward as you can with that left arm. Then bring it down and open that top arm. Maybe you're a little deeper. See, this side, I am a little more flexible. My arm can actually move. And just breathe into it. And just play around where your hand can go. It can go on the floor. Maybe you're holding your shin. Maybe you have a block. Maybe you're on your fingertips. The key here is to focus on the breath. Excellent. Bring your hand to the hip. Soften the front leg as you come up. Bring those feet, pivot them the opposite way back to the front of your mat. Take both hands to the floor, step back to plank. And then shift forward and back on the toes. Maybe big circles, or shift side to side. Stretching out the ankles. And then take your chaturanga. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Good. Now I want you to take a tabletop. Put your knees down and then come to your tabletop, cat-cow. Draw your chin to your chest, round through your back, push through the tops of your feet as you exhale. And then inhale, in, lift the head, drop the belly, lift the tailbone, exhale, round. Inhale, lift and open. And exhale, round. And last one, inhale, lift. And exhale, round. Finding your neutral spine. Good, draw the knees to one side. Shift onto your hips and bring the legs straight forward in front of you. And sit nice and tall. So hopefully you feel a little taller now. And then take that right leg and I want you to cross it over your left. Left leg is straight. Pull it in, sit tall, and grab hold of that right knee. And let's do a nice twist, stretching all the way through the glutes and the low back. Right hand is on the floor. Look behind you as far as you can. And feel your breath. Feel the expansion of the belly into the thigh. We're going to counter stretch, so releasing the leg and just twist the opposite way. Bring your right arm on the inside of your right leg. And then we're going to release, straighten the right, bend that left leg. We're going to hug it in, lift and twist. And look behind you as far as you can. Your left foot's flat, right leg is straight, foot is flexed. And just stretching that glute. Feeling the body start to calm down. When we get these little twist and stretch, helps hydrate, and it's also calming for the body after all your hard work, getting deeper into your stretches today. And then back to center. Go and straighten both legs, pull the glutes out, find your sits bones. Take a deep breath in, reach those arms all the way overhead. Exhale, forward fold. And just reach as far as you feel comfortable. You can hold on to the feet or under the knees or let the legs, arms rest next to the body. The belly's on the thighs. Feel the lengthening of the back of the legs. And then slowly walk. Walk it all the way up. Bend your knees. Let's find our boat. Scoot the hips forward, hold the back of the thighs, and just pause here. Your option is to let go, pull those shoulders down, or you can still hold on, or you can lift and float off the floor and hold or release the arms. And just breathe here. Feel that nice warmth going through the core. Hopefully it's already warm and you're nice and just working it. You're stretched out. Good. And just breathe. Good, I want you to straighten the left leg and hug the right knee and see if you can stay above the floor and just straighten that left leg as much as you can, but hold it above the floor. Still good. And then slowly release and switch, trying to keep it above the floor the best you can, challenging that balance a little. Good. And now I want you to slowly roll all the way onto your back and hug your knees into your chest, and a little rock side to side. And then slowly place both feet on the floor about hip distance apart. And let's find our bridge, lengthening through the spine, not overarching, maybe reaching the fingertips underneath and opening up that chest. Maybe interlacing the fingers. Try to let your knees draw in about hip distance apart and not let them fall open. Notice the parts of the foot that are pressing into the floor, hopefully the whole foot. And just keep breathing. And then slowly walk your shoulders out, release your fingers, lowering your hips all the way down. Good. Hug your right knee into the chest and lengthen your left leg all the way to the floor. Let's flex both feet. Good. And I want you to hold on to, if you can, the outside edge of your right foot and then pull that leg out to the side. So this is a half happy baby. And if you can't hold onto your foot, just hold on to the back of your thigh. That is fine. Just feel that nice hip stretch, making sure that left hip is not coming off the floor. And then we're going to release that leg, hold the knee, pull it gently across the body to the left, and keep your right shoulder on the floor. So another little stretch through that hip and that glute. And then coming back through the center, pull the left knee in so both knees are into the chest. Good. And then straighten out that right leg. Feel that nice stretch through that right hip. Good. Now you're going to hold on to reach to the outside edge of your left foot. Your arm can be on the inside of the knee or the outside. You want to pull that leg slightly to the outside so you're doing half a happy baby. Just feel that nice stretch through that hip. Trying to keep that right hip down. Good. And then you're going to release, hug the knee with your right hand and pull it gently across to your right. Left shoulder stays on the floor. Feel that nice twist, that stretch through that hip. And just breathe here. And then coming back through the center, hug both knees into the chest, and then extend both legs straight up to the sky, a couple ankle rolls, and then change direction. Good. And then I want you to bend the knees, place your feet back on the floor again, hip distance apart, reach for your ankles or your heels and find your bridge again. This time we're going to take our arms overhead and really lengthen and open up. Hopefully you're not feeling that in the quads. If you are, you get to foam roll them, stretch them out. It's a whole nother class. Slowly roll those hips back to the floor. We're going to straighten out the legs, keep the hands above your head. Full body stretch, reach the arms, point the toes. Breathe in, breathe out. Good. And then bring the hands next to the body. Let your legs fall open. Close your eyes. And I want you to just do a scan of the body and imagine all the different areas that we stretched today. You were able to melt deeper into your postures. Maybe improving your flexibility a bit today. And hydrated the body, so make sure you drink lots of water today. So breathing in gratitude for the time you've taken for some self-care today. So appreciate you joining as we do our practice together, taking care of ourselves. As you exhale, feel your body melting to the mat, relaxing a little more. Checking in with your breath. Good. Go ahead and bend one knee and roll onto one side. Hug your knees into the chest. Give them a squeeze, and then we'll release them. We're going to push ourselves all the way up, finding a nice, tall, easy seat or whatever posture feels good to you to finish in. Move those shoulders a bit. Draw that chin level with the ground. Hands relax on the thighs. Close your eyes for a moment. I want you to check in with your posture. See, are you leaning forward? Can you lean back a little more? Sit a little taller. Good. And go ahead and blink your eyes open. Take a deep breath in. Reach the arms overhead. Exhale, palms to heart space to thank yourself for doing such wonderful self-care for you today. Thank you for joining. Namaste.